have seen an Afcon trophy before.
You
The
know
only the only Afcon trophy, and probably I'll go to call right now, and maybe he was born the last time he won the Afcon. But the only trophy I have seen was the one they brought to Ghana prior to the start of the tournament and on TV.
Trophy too, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I won one. But I won one on PS.
With PS.
Yeah, that's the only cup I've won in my life.
Definitely, we cannot wait to see the Soloku that comes winning the Afcon. So definitely, Ghanaians are anxious to see the team win. Majority behave as if they don't like the team. But on Monday, when Ghana lost to Morocco, you could see the frustrations on the faces of the Wache sellers, the Banku sellers, the Kenke sellers. They were all angry that Ghana couldn't win the game. That tells you at the level of commitment Ghanaians are showing towards the Black Stars.
It's more like if you win, you celebrate, but if you lose, you don't care because.
Oh no, I don't agree. I think people care. It's like a friend of mine I have. He supports a certain team. He always says he doesn't like the team.
I think he's talking to me. I don't mind him.
I don't mention any names. But he will go about posting about the team. But we love Ghana. We love Ghana. No matter what, it's like having a sibling. Whatever you do, he's still your sibling.
And one very popular person in Ghana said that the Black Stars currently looks like a certain kind of movie that majority deny watching in public, but when they are in their private homes, they watch it. That is what the Black Stars have become. And if you go on Twitter right now, the timeline of GhanaWeb is buzzing. People are jubilating that we are leading, but they always pretend as if they don't care about the Black Stars. 43 minutes of action inside Yaoundé. Daniel Kofitre plays in Bundesliga 2, also making his debut appearance in the Afcon.
I mean, this Afcon is a great experience for a lot of our players. We want with as many as 17 new players who are tasting the Afcon for the first time. So it's a great experience for them. We just hope that they'll be able to, you know, their unpredictability with their game, they'll be able to implement it or give us something to cheer about in the tournament.
The last 15 Afcon editions involving the Black Stars, Ghana haven't won any trophy. But in the first 8 appearances, the Black Stars won 4 Afcon trophies, making the final appearance on 6 occasions. And Gabon are in the goal area. Jordan Ayew picks up a loose ball, and Jordan Ayew doesn't have the pace you can get from Joseph Pinto, and Jordan has been fouled, and Ghana will have an attacking throw-in, and Andre Ayew wants the defender to go into the box of referee Lahou. And referee Lahou answers the call of the Ghanaian players on the pitch, and the Gabonese midfielder will become the second punter to go into the box of referee Lahou.
We took one for the team, you should say, because there was so much space ahead for Jordan Ayew, and anyone who got into the box, you know, Kamaldeen Suleiman's speed, he would have been there, would have caused some havoc for the Gabonese, and so he took one for the team, what we call a professional foul.
And that is Kanga, the player who trended for months in 2021 when it came out that he was born 4 years after the mother joined the ancestors. Kanga plays for Red Star Belgrade, former teammate of Richmond Boachi Yadom, and Boachi Yadom is sitting on the bench for Ghana.
I mean, when it comes to African players and their ages or their names, there are a lot of, you know, funny stories or weird stories that we ever hear. I know a Ghanaian football star whose name that we all know is not recognized in his home. In the home, he has a different name from what we all know him as you know, a star of Ghanaian football.
That's the end of the first 45 minutes. The goal scored by Andre Ayew in the first 20 minutes of the game is enough for Ghana to control the narrative here at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium in the Yaoundé. 45 minutes more to play for the Black Stars. And captain for the Gabonese national team, Bruno Mayanga, made a fool out of himself when he attacked that ball from Andre Ayew. It was a beautiful turn from the Assad striker, turn from the pass of Thomas Partey and straight into the box. Goalkeeper Jen Noor couldn't do anything about that ball, and Ghana have the advantage as we go for the break. First,
I mean, in tournaments, you need some moments of magic, some moments where your top stars show up and make things happen. And on this occasion, we have our two topmost stars combining to produce an absolute peach of a goal. So we have our noses in front. I expected that right after the goal, we'll build on that and be able to create more chances and score a lot of goals. That for me did not happen, but we still have our noses. We are still in the lead. The second half affords us a better opportunity to build on what we've done in the first half. I'm just praying that in the second half, Milo does not cede possession to them and say, let's defend the one goal, as he did in the game against Morocco.
Do you see another one goal project from the way we are playing and the way we are attacking? You see the Gabonese coming out in their numbers when they are trying to cut the supplies from Alexander Djiku and the Yadom to Thomas Partey to build up the possession. Are you seeing a one goal project here?
Well, our offensive forays into the area of the Gabon team reduced after our goal, all right? And we didn't show much endeavor after our goal. So that is what might cause someone to think that we are pursuing a one-goal project. But it is for the want of creativity. You've seen Thomas Partey drop a bit deeper, and he supplied the assist. He has a creative eye. The closer he is to the penalty area or in the half of the Gabonese, the better it is for the chance creation of the Black Stars. So if I was Milo, and I always hear the criticism of doing a one-goal project, I'll try and encourage Partey to be defensively aware, but make sure you are close enough to create the chances for the attacking trio of maybe Kamaldeen, Jordan and Andre to get some chances.
All right, so if we've already spoken about our defensive system, we talked about the small errors that they were making in their own half, which was very dangerous. Now, is the partnership between Baba Idrisu and Thomas Partey working like the way we want to see?
I mean, not sure our major concern in this game it's midfield. Of course, you'd expect more from them. You'd want them to show a bit more of understanding, but I doubt if our biggest challenge in this game comes from midfield. Our major challenge has been the shakiness or the lack of understanding between our centre backs especially. And Partey and Idrisu, I think defensively, they've done a good job by shielding the back four. Baba Idrisu, for example, has put in some timely tackles and interceptions. What is lacking is what they offer to the attacking trio, and that has been the problem. Defensively, I think they've done okay. What is left of them is how much supply they give to the attacking team. One good pass from Thomas Partey gave us that goal. Another good pass from Thomas Partey could give us another goal. So defensively they are solid, but I think offensively they need to up their game a bit in the second half.
All right, so we've seen for the first 45 minutes that the Gabonese, they've crowded the midfield with 5 players against 2. What do Coach Milo have to do in the second half for us to get some momentum and some control in the midfield? Because we cannot defend for 45 minutes. We saw what happened in the game against Algeria. 80th minute, and we were comfortable with the 0-0 draw. And then Morocco produced the magic they wanted in the final 10 minutes. What should we expect from Milo in the second half?
You know, earlier when I mentioned that I would have wished that Kudus was fit and was in this game, because he's your typical number 10 is the person called a schemer. Someone who is not afraid to take on players in the middle of the park. But look at our bench, do we have any player like that? Maybe Fatawi Sahaku, of course he's carved his niche or a name as a winger. But on this occasion, he has the craft, he has the trickery, he has the pace, he has the talent to be able to take on players, to be able to dribble or go past players. So if I were Milo, maybe from the 60th minute, if the scoreline remains same, from the 60th minute, if Ghana still struggle to dominate play, I would consider introducing Fatai Sahako in the middle, because I don't think the experiment with Chere has been effective so far.
All right, now let's talk a bit about the Gabonese national team. They wanted the control of the game, and they got it in the first 45 minutes. But they've not been able to create the numerous chances they created in their first game against Gabon. If you look at the attack of Dennis Boyanga and then Aaron Bupuenza, they've been slightly off, not getting the needed balls into the 18-yard box. What should we expect from Coach Patrice Nebu?
Well, he's not been able to make use of the possession they've had, about 43%. It's not the Lions' share, but whenever they went forward, they were a bit bereft of ideas, especially in conversion. And we saw a chance on the flank, which was just shot across the face of goal, right? There wasn't any purpose and intent to that particular cross. It could have been more dangerous if the pace of the ball was slower. So going for it, if I was in his shoes, all I would say is they should be a bit cautious when they get to the penalty area of Ghana. They have the opportunity to shine, right? But when they get there, they shouldn't be jittery, they shouldn't be nervous. And we've seen that they've created some danger for us when they went into our penalty area. So the reduction in how nervous they are will be able to get them to get some positive outcome from the game when they go forward. But as a Ghanaian, I hope it does happen.
All right, so it's still the GhanaWeb live coverage of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Today, we are covering the game between the Panthers of Gabon and the Black Stars of Ghana. After first 45 minutes of action, Ghana leading the game by a lone goal scored by captain Andre Dede Ayew. Sponsors for GhanaWeb coverage of the 2021 Afcon is Ice Gold Mineral Water, Kempon Football Academy, and then the Cosmopolitan Restaurant. Cheesy Pizza is also rewarding fans who will be able to predict this particular game. 1-0 so far. Joseph Adamafio joins me here, and then after our game against Morocco, I think we explained some things, and we said that Andre Dede Ayew will be needed in this game, and he has been able to step up one goal for Ghana. What has your observations been so far in the first 45 minutes?
Well, it seems a number of people on social media are really happy about what Andre Ayew has been able to do for the Black Stars so far. And if you take a good look, when he got injured on his head during the training session after the game against Morocco, he sat out in 2 training sessions and came back just yesterday evening when the Black Stars held their final training session. But he managed to score an important goal for the Black Stars. And a number of people have been talking about Abedi Pele, that's the father of Andre Ayew, who has 2 of his children in the Black Stars. And one tweet here says that Dede Ayew channeled his inborn Abedi Pele Ayew to rocket Team Ghana to the lead with a 10 and emphatic finish past Team Gabon. Another one also here says that Andre Ayew is the true son of Abedi Pele from Fifi Ferguson. Let's look at what people have been saying. Performance in the game so far after taking the lead in the 28th minutes, thanks to captain Andre Ayew. So this one I have over here is that Andre Ayew sure strike in the first half makes the difference for Team Ghana, assisted by Thomas Partey. Yes, Thomas Partey, following the game against Morocco, and now people said they were not enthused and happy with his performance. Well, in this game, he has, however, stepped up, and this time he's managed to get assist for the Black Stars. Well, let me go and try and get some tweets also on here. I have this one from Yao Spartan, and he says, Ghana and one goal project. We need more goals, so Team Ghana. So as it stands now, is Morocco topping Group C with 6 points, and currently Ghana will go ahead of Gabon because when you take the head-to-head, we both have 3 points, but it's Ghana leading Gabon here. So Ghana will go ahead of Gabon, placing second. Gabon will be third with Comoros in the fourth position. But I have my colleague joining me to the discussion here. She's the host of Mons and Cuddles, but I can see her rocking the Black Stars retro jersey. How excited are you?
I don't think you got no idea. I've been told, like, if we lose this match, I'm not sure I can go home. And I'm very excited with the outcome. First half, the day Ayew has justified. We were all complaining that he was not fit. He even confessed that he was not fit for the first game. But I think now we can say we can give Milo a break now that he has scored a goal. But we look forward to see himself. We want to see him in the speed. We have to defend it because I'm not sure the people from Gambia will come back, Gabon will come back, and the things are just slow like that. We can't defend. We also have to our A game. So I'm looking to the game against Gabon.
Why do you want us to consider a goal? We need more goals to ensure that.
Please, these people will come back strong in the second. I don't want to, just say things. Looking at the game, they will come back stronger. So at least a goal for them, 2 for Ghana.
Sure, thank you. Paola, let me go on and find some more tweets here. And I have this one from O-Press. He's very popular on Twitter. And he tweets saying that Dede Ayew is the best player in the world. I've always said that there's no need benching the Ayew brothers. They are the best in this football business. I love them so much. Another one from Real Josh says, Dede Ayew to the Ghanaian players after the defeat. Well, there's a video of him talking to the players after their defeat to South Africa. But Joel, these are some of the thoughts of Ghanaians on social media. I have this one from Adolfo Ata. She says that Dede Ayew is a better striker than Memphis Depay. And
Thank you very
is it
much.
a fact?
Thank you very much, Joseph Adam Afil, for that report on social media. I think we'll come back to you when the game ends. Hopefully, it will still be in favor of the Black Stars. Sure. Now, Perez, we had Amabroni, and we all know what happened to Amabroni when Ghana lost to Morocco on Monday.
That video keeps playing my mind because Charlie, she just couldn't work. She couldn't talk. She was just stuck in her seat. Oh, Charlie, no, I'm mobile. So that's what the Black Stars means to a lot of Ghanaians. When they lose, we feel the pain. When they win, we revel or we enjoy the pride that comes with it. And for Amabroni, I doubt there's anyone, as far as this Afcon is concerned, I doubt there's anyone who epitomizes the support for the Black Stars better than Amabroni. And I think from the first game he was in her Black Stars retro jersey. Today he came with Black Star Duku too. So it shows you that when it comes to the Black Stars,
everything Black Stars.
We need size.
All right, so that's the GhanaWeb coverage of the African Cup of Nations currently ongoing here at the Cosmopolitan. That's where we're doing the live commentary from. It's Jowli Junction. When you get to Jowli Junction, just ask around Cosmopolitan. It's very popular. And then, remember I told you before the start of the game that Cheesy Pizza is awarding fans who will be able to give correct predictions. And it seems that Ms. Dokas and Koma will have to dish out many coupons because we have over 300 predictions on Facebook and on the website alone. But we are only picking the first 5. And a lot of people seems to be predicting 1-0 for Ghana. People are saying that 1-0, we are done. They are coming for their coupon. Should we expect more goals? And in the second half, the players are making their way onto the pitch. Second half, what do you expect from Coach Milo? Should he introduce certain players in the game in the first 20 minutes of the game?
Well, I would say for the first 20 minutes, the Gabonese might have an intention of coming out all guns blazing to try and cancel the deficits, right? So some stability, especially in the middle where they are crowding us out, is what is needed. We need stability first and foremost. Then afterward, maybe 20-25 minutes after, we can introduce Joseph Paintsel, who would try and wear out the opposition's backline, and then you can nick in something from there. One goal is very dangerous.
All right, so we take a quick break. Then when we come back, we start the second half of the game. It's 1-0 in favor of the Black Stars. 4-10 from a beautiful pass from Thomas Partey, and Andre Ayew made no mistake to score in that particular half. Now, Gabon starting the second half playing for my left and will be scoring on my right from commentary position. Ghana will be defending for my right and they will be scoring at my left. Black Stars here to make any change. Coach Patrice Nebu of Gabon has also not introduced any legs in the game. Gabon coming blazing, and that could have been dangerous for the Black Stars, but for the timely intervention of defender Alexander Djiku, the scoreline is still the same.
I think Gabon, the intentions are clear. Throw a lot of men, go all out and try and get a goal as early as within the first 10 minutes. If the Black Stars can contain that pressure, be able to contain them and build on from the 50th minute onwards, that will be key because they have 3 points already. They will try to get a goal and draw. If they are not able to get that goal, then they will cede possession and try to defend. And that's why it will come to the advantage of the Black Stars. So how well we defend in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the second half will be crucial to the result of this game.
The corner from Alexander Djiku's intervention was affected by Kanga, but the connection from the gentleman wearing the jersey number 25 for the Gabonese national team went off target. And Ghana will have welcome goalkeeper Joseph Walcott telling the players to attack. And Walcott whips in the ball. He has a problem with his delivery. But Ghana picks up the ball from the interception of the Gabonese. Baba Idrisu finds Andre Ayew at the right side of the Ghanaian attack. But the Gabonese intercept, and Ghana will have an attacking throw-in the game. The live coverage is brought to you by Ice Gold Mineral Water, Kempon Football Academy, Cosmopolitan Restaurant, and that was a good tackle. But the referee decided to award a free kick to Buyanga. And Baba Idrisu was pushed in the process of retreating to his goal area, and referee Lahu will have a quick word with the two players to make sure that the game continues.
I'm surprised he chose to speak to the Ghanaian player, and the Gabonese player rather, who shoved our player. I mean, he committed the offense. He's the one you should be speaking to. He's the one you should be flashing the yellow card to, and not the victim.
Black Stars still struggling to connect with the attack from the midfield. Gabon picks up the ball again. And Martinson find Mupuenza in our goal area. But Andy Yadon makes the Wan-Bissaka tackle, but the ball is still in the goal area of Ghana. Andy Yadon wins the ball and was trying to look for Andre Ayew. But referee awards a free kick for Ghana. John Obia was caught behind enemy lines, and Ghana will have the first advantage from an offside position. Jojo Walcott still insists he will take this ball, but Amate picks it up, sends it back to goalkeeper Walcott. And the Ghanaian players seems they are hiding behind the Gabonese, making it difficult for the goalkeeper to find them with the ball. And Jordan Ayew forced a throw kick after putting pressure on Junior Asuma.
I've been impressed with Jordan Ayew's work ethic in this particular game. Off the ball runs, the pressure he pushes on the back line of the defense could be an avenue we can use to get a second goal, and I'm impressed with that.
Jordan Ayew, it's been over a year since he scored in a competitive game for the Black Stars. I think the last time he scored was the qualifiers against Sao Tome and Principe from the penalty spot under the leadership of former coach Kwesi Appiah.
I think goal scoring is one of the things that for me Jordan Ayew hasn't perfected since he burst onto the scene. He's always been blessed with pace. He's always been blessed with all the skills we want. His major problem has been putting the ball at the back of the net, and Vieira has trumpeted that on several occasions. And it's quite surprising that right from when he started, he's not been able to perfect that aspect of his game.
Right now, Ghana still have the advantage. They are leading by a long goal. And in the group stages, it doesn't really matter how you qualify. The best thing is for you to be among the 16 teams who will be competing from the knockout stage.
I think at some point it will matter. We don't want to miss the big name player. We want to finish second or first so that you evade some of the top countries on the continent. So it matters some, of course. You want to win, but you have a chance to do a lot of things.
And Kamara Dean picks up a ball in the area that he normally wanted, but Kamara Dean loses possession. And so the Gabonese will have to do some defending, but they move the ball from their goal area down the left side of the attack. And Gabon are controlling the narrative, but they are finding it difficult to penetrate the goal area of Ghana.
You know, a lot of their attacks come from their left, which is our right side, which gives you an indication of perhaps the weakest aspect of our game, which is the right back. And the Adam has not been able to cope with the pressure. Likely we've not considered, but I don't feel he's done a good job of containing the Gabonese attack on the right.
And the Adam needs to step up his game. And for many football lovers, they believe that Andy Adam will never step up because the gentleman who is sitting at the bench, that is Philemon Bafo, has been in the Black Stars for more than a year, but he is here to kick a ball. So many believe that the person who is deputizing Andy Adam cannot offer him any competition, so therefore he cannot step up.
I'm not sure you want us to go into the Philemon Bafo first. I mean, you don't want us to go into the Charlie. As to how he got caught up into the blast team, I'm making it.
Gabon makes their first change. Bouanga makes way for Alavina, who wears the jersey number 11. And Captain Andre Dede Ayew was trying to connect with Kamara Dean by passing through Baba Rahman. But Baba Rahman couldn't do what the captain had expected. Get the ball to Kamara Dean, let him penetrate the goal area of the Gabonese. And for many Ghanaians on social media, some of them are recommending a pastor for Kamara Dean. And Kamara Dean,
I mean, this is what he's made of. This is what we expect of. We did not see a lot of that in the first half. But in the second half, in the early minutes, in the last 2 or 3 minutes, he's shown a bit of that. We want more. We want him to take the ball on, drive the defense, give them reasons to be worried. This is what he's made of, and we want more of that.
This is what Kamara Dean is made of. And he's a player who has excelled more than Lionel Messi, believe me, in a 2021-2022 French league. Kamara Dean has been a better player than Messi in France, and hopefully we are expecting that he can produce the same performance in a Ghanaian jersey. Ghana wins their first corner in the second half. Jordan Ayew did very well to make sure that the ball was to be in the half of the Gabonese. Thomas Terry Partey, he's been told that he cannot have a bad game. And Daniel Kofi will take this corner. Kofi wearing the legendary jersey of Michael Essien that was picked up by Ajiman Bedu. He did his best. At a point, Caleb Ikuban also picked up that jersey. Let's see if Kofitre can also do something with the popular number 8 jersey. Kofitre whips in the ball, but goes straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Jen Noor, and did very well to locate his attacker. Gabon is trying to attack, and that was a good interception from Baba Idrisu.
Fantastic coverage there from him. He's not only covering in the middle, but on the flanks as well. That's positive.
Ghana leaving too much space at their right side, and Gabon attacking from there.
For a moment, I was asking
But
myself,
Andy Adam did something that we normally see from Chelsea defenders. He went straight with the body to intercept that ball, because you might not know what Jojo Walcott would do if that ball had gone straight on target. The team have to do everything in their power to make sure that we leave Yaoundé to Garua with 3 points for our next game against Comoros.
I mean, they went into the tournament on the team of sacrificing, showing willingness, showing hunger. And on this occasion, Andy Adam, for me, showed the willingness, the sacrifice to defend the flag of Ghana, to defend the name of Ghana, and win Ghana some glory. And we have to commend him for that.
And Anthony Oyono also goes into the booth of referee Lahu. It seems now is the time for Coach Miloban to introduce Joseph Pinto, because now the 3-back line of Gabon, 2 of them are on yellow cards. So another silly tackle from any of them, and Gabon will have to continue the rest of the game with 10 men.
We are sending our message from Ghana. We just have to hope that far away in Cameroon, Milo hears what we are saying, and he'll be able to capitalize on yellow cards, bring in someone who can run and then some who can do incur some tackles from them and get them off, because too many flying tackles have gone on in this game.
Too many flying tackles on the part of the Gabonese, and the Adam also goes down from another high flying tackle from Aaron Bupuenza, who plays in the Arab League, wearing the jersey, number 10 jersey, and that's Andre Ayew stepping his authority.
Ghana, they are about ice block. About ice block.
Ghana hoping to break the 40. The president already assured them that they will give them anything they want in their bid to win the trophy for us. And that's Kamaldeen Suleiman. And Andre Ayew picks up the loose ball from Kamaldeen. Andre Ayew goes down. Ghana should have been awarded a free kick, but referee decided that play must continue. And that was a good tactical foul from Daniel Kofitre. My co-commentators believe that this is not a bookable offense, but referee Lahu decided to show the yellow card to Daniel Kofitre. And Kofitre is saying that I just gave him a slight push. And football is a contact sport, so you cannot say that I shouldn't touch anybody. Definitely somebody will touch someone.
I think the referee in the first half did okay. I mean, he made the right calls, but in the second half, I'm beginning to suspect a few things. I've not been happy with his decision. Even prior to this particular incident, Andre was brought down. He failed to whistle. That was a clear, blatant, free kick that should have awarded Ghana. That he failed to.
And these are some of the dangerous moments we've been trying to avoid. And you see miscommunication once again, and a good save from goalkeeper Jojo Walcott. It was a good timing. Decided to attack the ball.
I think he should have grabbed the ball first and foremost, because there can be some kind of controversy because the player was toppled over him. If he grabbed the ball, there was no doubt that the goalkeeper commanded the 6-yard box and grabbed the ball that belongs to him. He should be very careful.
The Gabonese were hoping to get something from referee Lahu. But I think this time around, they will have to work their way up. No favors for Gabon. Jordan Ayew is having a difficult time, and Baba Rahman has not been bad in the game. And that is it. Captain Mayanga to be making his way out of the game. This is a bookable offense. And that's the first change for Ghana. Kamal Dean Suleiman has been told that he won't be continuing the game again. And the man who plays for the Moldovan club, Sheriff Tiraspol, Edmonado, makes his way into the game to join the two-man midfield of the Ghanaian attack. Is this the best substitution for Team Ghana?
This is exactly what I was praying against. Milo thinking of ceding possession, being satisfied with a 1-0 victory. This is a clear intention. Edmond is a defensive midfielder, joins the likes of Baba Idrisu, and let's make sure Ghana does not consider game. This is a game where we can go on. We have enough players on the bench to go on, score 2 or 3 more. You don't have to be defending at this particular point. I mean, how?
Isn't it too early for the coach to be thinking about defending when we are struggling to connect from transition?
I believe so, rightly so, because you need an outlet, right? We have been under the cosh for a while.
And Ghana needs to be careful at the back. That was a good interception from Abdul Baba Rahman. That ball from Jan Obian would have went straight into the box. And there again, the Gabonese are making Andy Adam like one Bissaka.
you see, when Kamaldeen was on the right hand side, or is it the left, they found it difficult to come forward because they know that when there's a break, Kamaldeen will hit them. Now he's off for a defensive midfielder, so there's the freedom to attack. And right after he was kicked out, you've seen the first dangerous attack against us.
I'm also thinking maybe the intention is to shift Chira to the left and make sure Partey is a bit more advanced, because that's, in terms of the Black Stars, that's what he does well when he plays for us. So maybe the intention is to shift Chira to the left, Idrisu and Ando connects in the middle, and Partey plays a bit more advanced role as a central attacker.
All right, so we have another corner to defend, but Captain Andrew Ayew is protecting his goal. The Gabonese took the corner at the time that Ghana was down by a man. Baba Idrisu is injured, needs to be replaced. The ball still in the goal area of Ghana. Gabon surging forward, and the player will try a long range. A good effort from the gentleman wearing the jersey number 12 jersey for the Brazilians of Gabon. But this ball cannot do anything to goalkeeper Jojo Walcott as the ball went straight off target. A good attempt from the Gabonese, probably trying to do what Andrew Ayew did in the first half to get the first goal in the game.
When you look at the distance between where he played the ball and the place, then you would ask why would he go for that option. But Joseph Pinto
is coming up to replace Baba Idrisu, and seeing Ghana is going back to the two-man shield in front of the midfield. Hopefully, Joseph can give us exactly what Ghanaians are expecting of him. He was a beast in that game against Morocco. He forced the only save from goalkeeper Yacine Bounou of Sevilla. Yacine Bounou is here to concede the game. And Daniel Kofitre also needs to be careful. And Ghana now surging forward. Nobody up front. Nobody up front when we win the ball in the midfield area. Is it time for Ghana to control the game? And yes, we give the ball again cheaply. And Joseph Pinto will come on. The man most Ghanaians are expecting. And Coach Miloban needs to do something about the right side of the Ghanaian attack, the right side of the Ghanaian defense, because that's the area the Gabonese have been exploiting since the blast of the whistle.
I think maybe what's the option? What's the alternative? Maybe bring in Jonathan Mensah and shift Daniel Amate to the right and perhaps play a 3-back system. But the last time Jonathan Mensah played for Ghana in the friendly against Algeria, I'm not sure he put up a performance that I would want to see in this particular game. So I think we should just stick with it. Pinto has come on. I'm sure his presence on the right will push the Gabonese back to their yard and will be able to relieve the pressure off Andrea who has been struggling in this game.
Ghana still struggling to connect with attackers. And Jordan Ayew picks up this ball. Jordan Ayew around the 18-yard box. And Jordan Ayew does what Jordan Ayew has been doing in the past games. He gets the ball at the goal area instead of him to connect with a teammate. Jordan Ayew wants to behave like a Lionel Messi, like Eden Hazard, Neymar Jr., Dos Santos. That would have been a good chance for Ghana if Jordan had decided to square the ball to Joseph Edu. Jordan needs to do better. Ghana will have to do some defending here. I can count as many as 7 Gabonese in the goal area of Ghana. And Thomas Tepate picks up this ball. Was trying to connect with Joseph Pinto, but Poku stopped Pate.
You know, the tempo of the game has dropped drastically in the second half. It's become a bit insipid, a bit uninspirational. There's not a lot of life in this game. And Ghana seems to be dropping deeper and deeper and trying to rely on the pace of Jordan Ayew and their allies. I don't know why we've gone for that, especially when Gabon are there for the kill.
Gabon makes another save in the game. Martinson Serge takes his seat, and Ghana surging forward. Joseph Pinto inside the 18-yard box. Brings the ball out. Joseph Pinto still holding on to possession. Daniel Kofi Tre picks up the ball. And Thomas Tepate finds Jordan Ayew at the right side of the Ghanaian attack. Jordan is being pressed by 3 Gabonese. And what many people hate is when they are attacking and you are sending the ball back. Babaraman trying to pick up Andrea Ayew. Ghana loses possession to the Gabonese. Alexander Djikou makes a good interception to stop the Gabonese for catching Ghana on the break.
Djikou has had a very level head in this particular game. Some faint touches to obstruct the flow of the play of the Gabonese has really helped the Black Stars.
Gabon not giving up hope. Alexander Djikou has been everywhere for Ghana. And Djikou was fouled in his attempt to clear the ball from Aaron Bupuenza. Gabon had introduced Eneme Ella to replace Martinson Serge. Cosmopolitan restaurant here in Jolu. Proud sponsor of the GhanaWeb coverage of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Ice Gold Mineral Water, Mpong Football Academy, and Cheesy Pizza is giving out coupons to fans who will be able to predict this particular game. So far, the 1-0s are leading, and the Yadom is having a very difficult game as the Gabonese are overcrowding in his area. Joseph Pinto has some defending to do. Andrea Ayew taking about 3 players by himself does very well. And we keep giving the ball away again. Gabon picks up. And Abdul Babaraman makes The tackle, Joseph Edu, back to Daniel Kofitre. Kofitre is always looking to go back. I don't know if he was visited by Mikel Obi before the start of the game. As an attacking player like Daniel Kofitre, wearing the jersey number of legend like Michael Essien, shouldn't be towing the line of Mikel Obi, sending the ball back when we need the ball forward to score more goals in the game. And Gabon coming up again. Jordan Ayew was trying to fight for his nation. But Jordan fouled the gentleman wearing the jersey number 12 for the Panthers. Gabon struggling to penetrate the goal area of the Black Stars. So now they are hoping to score from a long range. But this is a long range effort that can never hurt goalkeeper Jojo Walcott.
I think that the decision of Baba Idris seem to have affected our game negatively. We seem to have lost the midfield to them now. Edmond Ado has come in, but I haven't seen much of him in the heart of the midfield.
Has he even touched the ball yet?
Gabon have taken total control of the midfield. We cannot intercept, we cannot tackle, we cannot block their passes. And they are just marauding our area and threatening us with their goals.
When you give room for a team to attack you for 45 minutes, you might pay the price. A price that Ghanaians are not ready to pay. Ghanaians are not ready to accept anything less than a victory. Coach Patrice Nevu, he has also not won any trophy in his life, like the Black Stars coach Milovan. Milo left Ghana in 2010 after being the hero in South Africa. But he really did nothing good with his life after leaving Ghana. But he's back, hoping to win something with the Black Stars and better his CV. Because after doing it in 2010, he went away, he went to Thailand, he went to Algeria.
I mean, he's been a journeyman since he left.
Yeah, he's been a gentleman, and now the Gabonese are on the attack. Gabon, but Barbara Man has been quite good. The Chelsea man, who has also been a journeyman from the Stamford Bridge, going to Germany, going to France, going to Italy, going to Spain, and now he is playing for Reading in the English Championship.
I mean, for Baba, we all had issues when he made that move to Chelsea. A lot of us thought that it was an ill-advised move, and time has again proven that it wasn't the best of moves that he made. Again, injury has also not been fair to him. He's had quite a few of them, which has, crippled the progress of his career.
But so far in this game, I think he's given a good account of himself.
He's had a good game in the Moroccan game and then this particular game as well.
He switches, or when Daniel Tre covers for him, he's quick to backtrack to cover the space that might exist as a result of him going forward. And that's kudos to him.
Barbara Man has been superb so far in the game. We can hardly say same about his lateral defensive partner, and Yadom. Yadom's position has been leaking. So far, all the dangerous attacks from the Gabonese have been coming from our right side of defense. Probably Jordan Ayew is not also helping matters by tracking back.
I mean, we should thank our stars that Aubameyang missed this game, because imagine Aubameyang against Andy Adam. Very really send now, Charlie.
That's Perez Ezuakwao. He's a fan of Arsenal Football Club, and Ghana is now going forward. And Joseph Pentel is clear in the 18-yard box. Pentel picks the ball, faces the Gabonese player, Joseph Pentel. And Pentel is, what is Pentel doing? And Pentel decided to shoot. But that is the frustration from Ghanaians watching the game live from the Cosmopolitan restaurant. And Jordan Ayew keeps the ball in play. But the Gabonese went in to clear the ball from the legs of Jordan Ayew. Joseph Pentel doesn't want, and he's not ready to go into the books of the bad books of Ghanaians. Joseph Pentel shouldn't try to go into the bad books of Ghanaians. So far, he's been a darling boy. He was clear at goal. He decided to delay. But let's see what Daniel Kofitre can do with this delivery. And it's not Daniel Kofi-Tre, it's Babarama who whips in the ball. And goalkeeper Jen Noah missed the ball. Daniel Amate also couldn't get the connection. Look at the speed Daniel Amate is using to retreat to his goal area. And that was a slight push from Jordan Ayew. If that ball had entered the net, probably the VAR would have had something to say about this.
I mean, in the penalty box, a lot of distance. I don't think there was a lot on to it. It was unfortunate that Mate could not steer the center into the back of the net. I'm not sure it would have been overturned had he ended up at the back of the net. Because you know, I mean, when in corner kicks and free kick situations, some of these things happen in football.
Joseph Pinto, already comments are coming in. The general reaction on social media here is that Towonso Sana Obeye. Ghanaians have a bad history with players who are not efficient in front of goal.
I mean, you wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of Ghanaians. When we love you, we cheer you, our darling boy, but you don't want to get on the wrong side because Charlie, you don't want to experience it, not at all.
76 minutes of action inside the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium in Yaoundé. Joseph Pinto picks up the ball again, wearing the jersey number 15. And I think the inclusion of Joseph Pinto is working for Ghana. Now the Gabonese have something to think about when they are attacking.
And I'm sure they would have watched our first game to try to analyze us on the video analysis part. It would be one of the bright spots for us.
And as to the reason why we keep giving the ball away cheaply, is something that a lot of people don't understand.
But Joel, it's team chemistry that has not been built, over the period, and particularly for this tournament, they had just how many days to camp and then come together, 6 or so days. So that is something that was way expected. We hope that as the tournament progresses, they will build that chemistry and then they will get something worthwhile.
Hopefully the team comes good in our next game at the Cotton Sports Stadium against debutant Comoros. They've lost their 2 games, so one would say that all the points in bed.
Have you heard of coach? He who fears no downfall, because Charlie, they're already down. They want to go home with some pride, so they will give their all in that game. We should be prepared for a difficult contest.
And Gabon still exploiting the right side of the Ghanaian defense. Ghana needs to be careful. Joseph Pinto picks up the ball. Ghana is on the break. 3 against 3. Joseph Pinto finds Andre Ayew. And what is Andre Dede Ayew doing? Andre Dede Ayew wins a free kick in the process. What was Andre Dede Ayew doing? And look at the frustration on the face of coach Milovan Rajavai. It was just a simple pass to Joseph Pinto, and Pinto would have been clear on goal, and 1-on-1 with goalkeeper Jen Noah. It would have been anybody's game, but that was a good build-up from the Ghanaian attack after winning the ball straight to Joseph Pinto. Joseph Pinto is able to outplay his marker, finds Andre Ayew, but Andre Ayew, as usual, I don't know what he was thinking.
First of all, I feel that Jordan Pinto gave the pass earlier than he should have. I think he should have taken a touch or 2 before playing it on to Andre Ayew. For Andre Ayew, I don't understand why. I mean, Pinto was through on goal. Just lay the pass for him to connect and put the ball over the net. If you want to win a tournament, you need the players to be selfless. You need the players to take the right decision at the right time. This was an occasion where our skipper had a chance to lay the ball. He was being selfish. I mean, this is not good for a team that wants to win a cup.
I don't know why Andre Ayew decided to take the 2 players by himself, because Andre Ayew currently is like Cristiano Ronaldo that is played for Manchester United. Cristiano cannot dribble, and the same with Andre Dede Ayew. So it's quite surprising that he decided to dribble. Ghana will have a free kick advantage about 4 meters away to the Gabonese 18, and Jordan will take this one. Jordan wins in the ball. And that was a good attempt from Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew was trying to shoot straight at goal. Misses the pole by a few inches.
It was a good bender from Jordan. Unfortunately, could not find a backup in it, but it's positive. I think this is the best set piece we've taken so far as far as this game is concerned.
And for the records, Jordan Ayew has never scored a goal from a set piece before. That is a direct free kick. Jordan has never scored from a direct free kick for the Black Stars. But it was a good attempt from the son of the maestro. 80 minutes inside the Yaoundé Sports Stadium. And it's still 1-0 in favor of the Black Stars. I can see the referee dishing out a yellow card, I don't know to whom, but to goalkeeper Joe Walcott, I think for time wasted.
No, I think this is the time where you deploy some of these tactics. It's part of football. The North Africans are known for these things.
But why is it that when the North Africans are doing it, they hardly get booked? Is it something that they teach them at the academy level, or they just pick it up on their own?
You know, instead of putting the ball on the penalty line or on the goal kick line and lane, we just lie down. Then the medics will come, they waste time, they will go back. So they have perfected it. I don't think that's Walcott did it the right way. For the North Africans, it's their fault, it's their strength. It's part of their game.
The North Africans, and I can remember the 2009 FIFA Confederations Cup, a game between Brazil and Italy. And Egypt also did it against Italy in that same tournament. The Italians nearly cried on that day. Proper time-wasting tactics. And Thomas Partey has not been that bad in today's game, especially in the second half, with the absence of Baba Idrisu. It still predicts and win on GhanaWeb by Eddie's Pizza, Cheesy Pizza. And a lot of people have already predicted 2-0 in favor of the Black Stars. Can Ghana get another goal, or the Gabonese will get themselves back into the game in the final minutes of the game call?
Well, it looks like at this stage we've sized each other up and seen the strengths of both teams. The Gabonese started the second half with some alacrity, but they had to tone down a bit because the productivity wasn't coming. We also have not had very clear-cut opportunities and have not made as many chances as we thought we would make in the second half. But a bit more selflessness, a bit more determination, especially up front, and from the fresh players who have come on, can do us a lot of good.
Is it not time for Andrew Ayew or Jordan to take their seat? Because you have an opportunity to make 5 changes. It seems that the two of them, when we are in transition, they are not even ready to proceed. They just want to delay time.
I think, for Jordan and Andre, I think they committed a lot in the first half. They ran a lot, they gave in a lot, so they seem to have run out of steam. And this is where you would expect Coach Milo to bring some changes, especially for Andre, which we all know is not 100% fit. You would expect your coach to make some changes and rest him for the subsequent match. I'm surprised that Milo seems to be okay with what he's seeing. He's okay with a 1-0. That's what he's doing for Milo football. They are to shape one. So we just have to make our game shares and hope that Gabon do not equalize late.
As it stands now, we can do nothing but to hope for the better. And Milo himself was a defender during his playing days, so no wonder that he's a defensive-minded coach.
Eastern European nations are known for being defensively minded.
And the Gabonese are in the 18-yard box. But the attempt from Bupuenza trying to get one back for Gabon. Went off target. But goalkeeper Walcott got the direction of the ball. And I don't think that it would have been a problem if the ball had gone on target.
And once again, at our right-hand side of defense, and the Adam either needs to step up or needs some assistance from Jordan Ayew. Jordan is fatigued. This is the time to bring him off. No two ways about that.
Is it not strange that right from the 5th minute inside the game, the Gabonese have used our right side of defense, and so our coach seems to be comfortable with what is going on the pitch?
Nothing can explain what we've seen so far. Clearly, Andy Adam is lacking Andy Adam is lacking the competence to match up with the position we're facing tonight. And you would have thought that maybe Nova would have had some tactics or some move to forestall that situation. But so far, nothing has done, and they keep exploiting that side of our defense.
And if we go into the history books, in the last decade, anytime that Ghana loses their first match in the Cup of Nations, they end up in the finals. I can see Benjamin Tete being prepared to come on. In 1963, Ghana won their second game, 2-0 against Ethiopia. The same in 65, 4-1 against Ivory Coast. In 68, we beat DR Congo by 2-0. In 1970, we drew 1-1 with Egypt. The same in 1980. 1982, we drew with the Teranga Lions of Cameroon by goalless. And in 1984, Ghana tasted their first defeat on match day 2 of the Africa Cup of Nations when they lost 2-0 to the Desert Foxes of Algeria.
In general, I don't think Group C has served as good football in this tournament. Our game against Morocco was not great. Comoros Gabon was okay. Morocco versus Comoros was not too good. This game, for me, it's quite underwhelming. It's below par for me.
The game is below average, but just like Alhaji Karim Gruza will say, a goal na mafefe, and that is what Andrew Dedeahu has done for the Black Stars, and Gabon still using the right side of the Ghanaian attack, and Gabon shoots a goal, and that is the first goal for in the second half for the Gabonese national team. That is something we've been complaining about, and the shot from the gentleman who was introduced in the second half of the game has leveled it up for Gabon. 1-1 for Ghana, and that is the celebrations at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium in Yaoundé. The Gabonese are happy that they've scored against the Black Stars, the guy who was introduced in the second department of the game. And look at that space he got. Look at that space he got, and once again, Andy Adam faced to close him down, and he shot at goal. And as usual, goalkeeper Joseph Walcott couldn't do anything about it.
It's a well-taken strike. You can't take anything away from the strike. You can't blame Walcott either for not being able to parry that particular ball. But once again, where did it come from? The right side of Ghana's defense. How many times have we sat here and complained about Andy Adam not being able to cope with the pressure? Right from the 5th minute, and Milo seemed to have done nothing. And now, once again, in the 80th or in the last 10 minutes of the Afcon, we consider a goal. It's becoming a feature of the team, and that is something that Milo has to address. It's bad.
Coach Milovan, and just as many people kept saying when he was appointed that this is not the Milo we used to know. And what is Andre Dede are you complaining about?
I don't know whether he's asking for the VAR check, but it was clear as day that the striker had the opportunity, was deft with his dribble, and the shot from the left was so powerful. The closing down was what we got wrong. But we've been playing in the last 5 minutes as if the game is about to end, and we've been punished for it.
Andre Dedeayu, I think people might blame him. If that ball had gone to Joseph Pinto, probably the scoreline would have been 2-1. And we've done all the 90 minutes. And once again, Milovan is about to make another panic change. When he has control of the game, he will not take advantage of it. He did the same thing against Morocco. We paid the price in the final minutes. And he has done the same thing against Gabon. And now, Andre Dedeayu spent more time than he deserved on the pitch.
I mean, the reaction here sums up, the general feeling of Ghana. This is something that should have happened 20-30 minutes ago, not now. I mean, don't wait till you concede before you bring the two players coming on are players who on any day can make things happen for the Black Stars. Andre Ayew, Jordan Ayew, and their lives have been non-existent in the game for the past 30-40 minutes. You don't wait till you concede before you make such changes. I mean, once again, late changes, panic buttons being pressed in this game as well, just as they did against Morocco.
And Ghana will have a free kick. Jordan Ayew and Andre Dedeayu, they've been taken out of the game for Benjamin Tete and Fatawi Sahaku to replace them. These two gentlemen, they spend too much time on the pitch than they deserved. Daniel Kofiche winks in the ball, but the ball goes off target and Ghana will have the corner. Just like George Akwesi-Afriyie will say, if you appoint a Matra Makwe coach, you always pay the price. And per what we've seen in the first two games of Ghana, Milovan is proving to be a Matra Makwe coach. Ghana have the corner. Fatau Isaku to take this one into the box. And the connection from Thomas Tepate couldn't enter the box. And the 3 minutes of added time, we've already done 2. And Gabon, as it stands now, they've qualified. Because even if they are not able to finish top 2 in Group C, 4 points, best placed team, third best placed teams, I think they will be able to make it to the knockout stage. And Ghana, like 2019, we have to go back to the calculation table. Masters of mass.
I mean, we are experts at football mathematics. We, thanks to the Black Stars, we've all mastered the art of calculating how many goals they need to score. I mean, for how long are you going to put people through such pain? For how long are you going to put people through such agony where they will have to tell mathematicians, Professor Alote, and their lives? It's not good.
A child who will die will definitely die, even if you put him in the pocket of a Roman father. That is what we are seeing at the Yaoundé Sports Stadium. Bad coaching has cost Ghana a vital win. And look at the celebrations from the Gabonese.
I mean, they came into this game with a mindset that at least, if for nothing at all, they should walk home with a point. A point is enough to guarantee them a place in the next round. And that's what Ghana has given them.
And that's the end of the full 90 minutes. And thanks to Coach Milovan Rajvac and his tactical bankruptcy, Ghana will have to go back to the drawing board with their calculators, with their mobile phones, with their laptops, and Andre Dedeayu. I don't know who he is fighting. And Joseph Pinto has also been booked by a referee. And Ghana needs to be careful. Somebody will take a red card. Andre Dedeayu, we have a big game to play against Comoros on Tuesday. And look at those on the bench. A goalkeeper like Nuruddin Manaf, who was shipping in goals. If he was a better goalkeeper, definitely it will not be a 4th division goalkeeper who will be playing for the Black Stars. Instead of them to be concentrating on how to be better goalkeepers, they are fighting on the pitch.
I'm trying to get what triggered the melee that we are seeing right now, because I mean,
it had to do with the remonstrations of the Gabonese coach, all right, when Daniel Cher was about to take that free kick, it was the last opportunity, and I think he was putting him off, and that's what Andre had it when he was coming off, and you saw Daniel Kofi Cher himself, asking the referee what the coach what the issues were, but it does not call for such reactions. We need to focus on the task ahead. We will calculate all we can, but in 2019 we qualified from a similar position.
With 4 points.
Yes, we can do better. So let's just focus.
But what do you think is going through the minds of the players? We've drawn the game. We have another shot at making automatic qualification. Why would you risk it? Because what they are doing, somebody might be sent off, and if it's Andre Ayew, it means that he has cost the team the game against Comoros.
Well, it's very wrong because it looks like they are drawing attention.
And the referee is holding the red card.
Looking for someone to dish it.
The referee is holding the red card. And definitely somebody will miss the final run of game.
It's uncalled for. I think they are drawing attention from the poor performance to, this fracas we are seeing here.
And on social media, people have started saying that Ghanaians would have crucified CK Akono if he had supervised the symbolic performance. We were in total control. We lost the first game because of bad coaching, and we've drawn the second game because of another bad coaching, and because of poor management. I think somebody will be sent home tonight.
Looking for Ghana's number 25, and our team they don't want to give him up.
Yeah.
They should go straight. And you see, one thing about football is that they can even bring you the red card in your home. Michael Essien faced it when he was playing at Chelsea. So whether they give him up or not, the 25 jersey is, I think, Benjamin Tete.
I think what's happening is totally uncalled for. We give away a win. We shouldn't be doing this. We should. The intention to divert attention from the game that we lost for the poor performance is not cool. I mean, this is not a good spectacle for the Afcon, where you have, stewards trying to protect the referee from not supporters, not security persons, but players and officials. This is not a good sight for African football. I'm surprised that Ghana of all countries is showing this at the Afcon.
But you see, Andre Ayew started, and you see, as for the Gabonese, they are not even concerned about what's going on.
They are home and dry.
They have their 4 points. So if you want to fight, you can fight. But I don't know why our players are protesting, because that goal is a legitimate goal. And look at them. And the punch from Benjamin Tete, you just came in, you didn't really add anything to the team, and now one boy also have a boy a car.
Babylon.
Coach Milovan, just like George Efria will say, if you appoint a Matrema coach, you pay the price. And so far we've seen Matrema coaching from the Sabian.
Milo, I believe, has lost it. He had lost it after he went to Thailand. After he left us, and he went several places. There isn't any high point in his career after he left us. We thought going back to him, because of what he did previously, is what would have helped us. But put him on a scale, all right? Put him on a scale. Would you, in your time of need, appoint a coach without that pedigree?
All right, so even if we look at the records, when he left Ghana in 2010, he went to Al Ahly in, I think, UAE. He was sacked in less than a year. I think he was sacked after 6 months. He went to coach the Qatar national team. He was sacked. Even Thailand, they sacked Milovan.
Thailand sacked you.
And if you look at the performance of the Comoros national team, even though they've lost their back-to-back games, their performance has been superb.
And their goalkeeper has been one of the positive spots for them. He did very well against Morocco today, despite conceding 2 goals.
That's the end of the game at the Amadou Ahidji Sports Stadium. The Black Stars had a good opportunity to put smiles on our faces, but I can confidently tell you that they've destroyed our Friday night, and now they are causing chaos on the stadium. But we'll be reading quick comments on social media. People are saying that it's disgraceful to be a bad loser, even though we didn't lose the game. And Mr. Ochre is saying that we have gotten what we deserve. When you appoint a blind man to succeed another blind man, this is the kind of results you get. Some people are also saying that time, Papa, say the truth and be free. Jordan is our main problem. He was costing the team with his unnecessary delays in the game. This one, and as usual, the South Africans are trolling us again. It seems that South Africans are always on our necks because we eliminated them from the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. 4-time 1-1 for Ghana. Let me go through the stats very quick, then we give our final thoughts about the game, then we wrap up. Very symbolic performance from the Black Stars. Confidently tell you that they've destroyed our Friday night. Amabroni might be in pains right now. Ball possession, 48% for the Gabonese national team, 52% for Ghana. Goal attempt, Gabon had 14 and Ghana had 6. Now let's talk about this real quick. First half of the game, the Gabon showed their clear intention of where they wanted to attack from. Our right side of defense.
And we have a coach who couldn't see this and plug that hole. You know, you were talking about switching Kamaldeen Sulemana, and that was something he could have done, because for Kamaldeen on the right-hand side with his space, nobody would dare try and cross him. He'd be more dangerous over there, but unfortunately, Milo couldn't see it.
The deal has already been done. We cannot do anything about it. We just have to keep our head up, like Tupac would say, and hope that we can beat the Sibe in the group. So far, Gabon got their 3 points from Comoros. Morocco did save. And before the start of the tournament, it seems we all picked Comoros to be the Sibe in the group. In 2019, we drew our first game with Benin 2-2. We also drew goalless with the Teranga Lions of Cameroon, and we won our first game against Guinea-Bissau. Is it going to be the same trend?
You know, you can look at the record and say Comoros are there for the taking. But if you watch their games, you realize that, you know, they are not a cheap side at all. What they don't have is how to score goals. And that's really our biggest challenge. They have a great goalkeeper. They have a team that plays well. I think in terms of performance, I would say, as far as this tournament is concerned, they are a bit ahead of the Black Stars. So you can't just write them off and say they are the kicking boys of the group. So you're just going there, especially when you have a coach who is happy to score one goal and then defend for, you know, over 70 minutes. That's the real problem, because if you go against them and you score one goal and decide to defend, just one chance, and they draw, and then you're coming back home with just 2 points. So, yes, on paper, in terms of record, Comoros is nowhere close to now. I mean, we've won 4 out of 4. In terms of even the rankings, they are nowhere. In terms of their performance, they've lost to Morocco, they've lost to Gabon. So you would think that, oh, on paper, we are home and dry as far as Comoros is concerned. But you take into consideration the performance of the Black Stars as far as this tournament is concerned, and the kind of coaching we've seen as far as this tournament is concerned.
Very awful coaching.
And you can't stick our neck out for the Black Stars because you don't know what Milo will do. You don't know what the players will do in the next game. And that, for me, is a major problem for Ghanaians. I mean, sorry to a lot of Ghanaians like our colleague Amabroni, who, you know, came into the office in high confidence, hoping that the Black Stars will win this game so that he gets, you know, a very good Friday night. But I mean, here lies the case where we have to take or go home with disappointment. I mean, you don't want to treat Ghanaians like that because people invest their emotions into this team and they expect you to reward their emotions with excitement. Yeah. That's what football is about. And when you draw or lose to teams like Gabon, and what annoys or what disappoints me is the manner in which
we lost. They dominated, and for a team like Gabon, who but we will try and then speak to Mr. Danilo for him to get us reaction at the stadium, because in the morning the supporters at the stadium they organize a prayer session for the team. So Empire say all right, so where do we go from here? What should Coach Milo, if we're a GFA president, Ket Okreku, and you are sitting at the stadium watching the game, what are you going to tell the coach?
Well, I will move from encouragement to setting ultimatums. All right, win the next game in a manner that will get you to qualify, and then I'll set the minimum standard of maybe the semi-final. All right. If that is not done, you are off. We won't need you in March because that is a more difficult task. If you are not able to handle this, you are off the table.
All right, so I'll come back to you guys, but the cheesy pizza predict and win. It seems that the first, I think, 8 or so people that we picked, none of them was able to give us a correct prediction. So it seems that I will take back my coupon then. I will see what I can do with it. Irrespective of what has happened here today, man must eat. A gentleman called Evans Bright Afedu predicted a 2-0 win for Ghana. Isaac Frimpong predicted 1-0 for Ghana. Michael Ade predicted 2-0 for Ghana. Robert Otu 2-1 for Ghana. Bella Martin 1-0 in favor of Ghana. Robert 2-1 in favor of Ghana. Hamdu Isifu predicted 1-0 in favor of Gabon. IGP Dampare, you need to find this gentleman. Oyamambo Fopa. Then Amu Xavier predicted 2-1 in favor of Ghana. And the rest 3-0, 2-0. It seems that just like that famous commentator said in the under-23 game in Egypt, Coach Milo and Branson might destroy everything. What do we have to do on Tuesday so that we wrap up and go?
For Ghanaians, what we have to do is that when you wake up on Monday morning or Saturday, you pick your car, you go to Mapala, you buy a scientific calculator, then you start doing the calculations, hoping that because
we will start the calculation if
this one draws,
if this one does this.
And now the calculations, you see, because the best third place teams can also win. You don't calculate only for your group.
Only for your group.
You calculate across. We will be meeting the Senegal group. So who are we going to meet if we get this number of points?
That's what we have to do. I mean, what should we do? Win the next game. Win with a lot of goals. Can we win a lot of goals? I doubt, because we have a coach who has shown clearly that once we score a goal, he's satisfied.
Yeah, then
I don't want to be pessimistic or cynical, but I'm struggling to see how we can score more than 2 or 3 goals, which will put us in a good frame for qualification to the next round, because Milo has shown so far that he's comfortable with, he's content, he's comfortable with 1 goal. And you need more than 1 goal in this case to qualify to the next round. So I think we still have a chance in the tournament. Comoros, do we have enough players to beat Comoros? Yes. On the day, can we do it? Yes. Will Milo allow us to do that? That for me is the big question that we need to answer. And based on what we've seen in the first 2 games, I can't, go out and say yes, Ghana will make it to the next round. And that's quite bad, because as a Ghanaian, you want to be as confident as possible. You want to be playing for the Black Stars. You want to wish the team well. But if these things keep happening, I mean, Sarkodie just tweeted of a video of how to stop watching Black Stars. It tells you how much pain or how much disappointment it is. When you go to social media, you don't need anyone to tell you what's happening in Ghana right now. So it's honestly, I don't know what we should do. Win the next game, win with an avalanche of goals, which I do not think will happen. So I honestly don't know what we should do.
All right, so let me set this record straight. You know, before the start of the game, I said that in the last decade, anytime Ghana loses their first game, we go on to be in the final. Now, we do our second game, your final words. Your final words call.
All is not lost. All is not lost. It is difficult to whip up the morale and enthusiasm to support the team, but the Black Stars is all we have. Let's hope things change sooner than later.
Let's hope that things will change on Tuesday, hopefully. But it is time that the leadership of the Ghana Football Association, they have to sit that white man down and tell him that, Massa, you come here, but we are trying to get the managing editor of GhanaWeb, Daniel Odo, but it seems that Daniel is nowhere to be found because probably he might also be in pain like we are at the Cosmopolitan restaurant. This is how we end our live coverage of the game between the Panthers of Gabon and the Black Stars of Ghana. Ghana, as it stands now, they are third on the Group C table with 1 point after 2 games. If we are not able to beat Comoros on Tuesday, it means that for the first time since 2006, the Black Stars will not be able to make it out of their group. My name is Joel Leshen, and I did this with Perez Ezwakwao and then Cole Saki. I think my boss was hoping that I was going to give him some accolades and all that. Until we meet again, it is bye for now. Thank you very much to anybody who tuned in to watch us. We meet again tomorrow with a game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We'll be doing the live commentary here at 4 p.m.